Going to do a very brief video on how I propagate elderberry cuttings. This is a Pocahontas cultivar. I really enjoy it. I'm trying to get a whole bunch of them. And I would call these very low quality cuttings. These are typically from the tops of the branches. And I'm going to turn most of these into one node cuttings. And I'll show you right now. So right here, we have the very top of a branch, and this is where the flower cymes were and the berries were, and this is died back. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get pretty close to that. I'm going to clip that off. This is kind of hard to do one-handed. And right here, I'm going to turn this stalk here into a single cutting. So I'm going to cut it right about here, pretty close. So we got this one, this right here. I'm going to turn this into two one-node cuttings, and I'm also going to plant this base here with this Y. So I'm going to cut this one here. I'm going to cut this one here just above this. And if I were to be mailing these out, I would put angles in the bottom so it was very obvious to tell which one's which. I might trim these up a little bit, but then I made these special boxes here, and I have this little custom mix I made up. I made these special boxes that are 7 inches deep. So I'm able to push these cuttings all the way down. And what I'm going to try to do is push them into the soil until just the bottom of these buds are touching. So that way I can try to stimulate root growth here at the base of this bud and also anywhere along the stem. For a really crazy looking thing like this, where the nodes are actually really close together, I'll go for 2 node cuttings. So I'll show you right here. So we've got a node here and a node here. I'm going to cut at the base of this one. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Not bad. Bad cut, but it works. And then we got a node right there. I'm going to cut just above that. And this is super ugly, but I'm going to plant this in the ground about like this. Same deal with these nodes just barely above the surface. Okay, here's everything processed. This is the waste, not much of it actually. And these are, I would consider these to be very low quality. These are not even bulk quality or grade B, but this is the predominant quality material that I use for my own propagations. Okay, gonna keep them all hydrating while I am filling this box with soil. Okay, I used a grain scoop to really press this down. And I'll start with one of these cuttings here. And just like I said, in the corner of that box, I'm going to press it all the way down till the bottom of those nodes just barely touch. This one here has 2 nodes. I'm going to push the bottom node below the surface.